Yo, it's H2G here, and in the last couple of weeks, we got the awesome announcement of a brand new golf game called PGA Tour 2K21, alongside with some news and features that will be included in this new game. But more importantly, HB Studios has posted a short Q&A on Reddit. And now I will go over everything that we know so far in the game. If you are looking to pre-order or simply looking for more information on PGA Tour 2K21, you have come to the right place, as I will give you a rundown of new information so you can make the most informed decision on whether or not to pre-order. So let's get started with the biggest news so far to release. HB Studios has confirmed that indeed there will not be crossplay included in this new game. And personally, I have to think this is a big mistake on HB Studios' part, as the player base were quite small for their previous The Golf Club games. So if you are going to purchase 2K21, I suggest you do so on the platform that majority of your friends play on. Maybe this will change in the future with a patch or a new version. We shall see, but right now, as of today, there is not going to be crossplay included in PGA Tour 2K21. The second most exciting news that we got was that PGA Tour Players are going to make their debut in 2K21 with the announcement of Justin Thomas as the cover athlete. But now, I must temper your expectations, as HB Studios has been very vague on whether you can play as the pros in the game, with this question being asked on Reddit: can players play as their favorite PGA Tour pros, or can they only play against them in career mode? HB Studios' response was, players will compete against the Tour pros throughout the PGA Tour career mode. We will talk about this mode in the coming weeks. Stay tuned. So, with that response, it looks like most likely you will not be able to play as your PGA Tour pros, but only against them in career mode, which I find a little unfortunate, and hopefully HB Studios will be able to address this in the future. Now that we have discussed some of the bigger features, let's talk about how HB Studios has stated that they are doing away with their current 3-tier difficulty level of beginner, pro, and master club difficulties. Instead, they have opted to replace it with a more streamlined approach that will have online players using the same settings. HB Studios have claimed that they will release more info on this as they approach launch. Now, one of the new features HB Studios seems most excited to boast about is its newly revamped career mode. While HB Studios hasn't released a ton of information on their current career mode yet, they're pretty much telling us that we can create our own character using licensed clothing and licensed golf equipment and play against real PGA Tour pros in a race to the FedEx Cup. So my takeaway is that we are possibly getting a more story-based approach to career mode, where we will be able to follow your character's journey to becoming the PGA Tour FedEx Cup champion. Now, probably HB Studios is going to unveil the full curtain on career mode when we get closer to launch, so stay tuned on that. And for all those wondering if you will be able to create your own golf course in this game, yes you can. HB Studios has confirmed that this will be a feature that will be making a return. And that yes, all created courses will be shared across all of the platforms available. No mention of feature improvements so far, but stay tuned. And lastly, I will give you a rundown on what platforms 2K21 will be available on and which ones you should maybe hold off on pre-ordering. PGA Tour 2K21 is going to be available on the Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, Steam, and Google Stadia. The thing that I noticed right away is that there is no mention of next-gen Xbox Series X or PS5 versions being available. Now, I think that there is a chance that you will be able to play PGA Tour 2K21 on your next-gen consoles due to rumors of backwards compatibility, but your versions might not be upgraded when moved over to these next-gen consoles. There really isn't enough known so far about the next-gen consoles to know for sure what is happening with PGA Tour 2K21 and next gen. Another exciting bit of news is that yes, PGA Tour 2K21 is coming to the Nintendo Switch. But I would hold off on pre-ordering this version right now, as there is too many unknowns so far. Like, is motion control included? Who is handling the Switch port? The Switch version, will the Switch version include everything that's included in the other versions? Now, there's been way too many times where sometimes the Nintendo versions don't get the full experience that other versions do, and we're gonna have to hold off until we get more information to know for sure if that's the case here with PGA Tour 2K21. And finally, a last little bit of news is that PGA Tour 2K21 will be only digital at first when it launches on the Nintendo Switch. And finally, we have news that the game is coming to Google Stadia, which I recommend avoiding if you plan on playing online. Google's player base is still quite small, so this might not be the best way to play PGA Tour 2K21. And with that, you are up to date on what is happening with the PGA Tour 2K21. Now, I hope this new info was useful in deciding on whether to pre-order 2K21. First off, before I go, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And if you are new here to the channel, click that subscribe button to keep up to date on the PGA Tour 2K21. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.